Hello, this is Vicky Thomas of The Mighty Dragon. I thought I'd share with you some hints and tips on conducting interviews for podcast. I started The Mighty Dragon 6 years ago. It's primarily a film and TV blog. As an option screenwriter, it's been very useful to network and hear exactly what actors, directors and filmmakers want in terms of characters and storylines. I honestly can't believe the journey I've had with my blog. From interviewing esteemed film director Philip Noyce to SAS Who Dares Wins Rudy Reyes, sharing his experience in the show and the Special Forces. I've also interviewed many of the Star Wars universe cast, something of a personal moment of joy being a first-generation Star Wars nerd. Here's some hints and tips on general podcasting success. With my interview-style podcast, I've learned to keep things short and sweet. My audience will usually tune in for 30 minutes with 10 carefully crafted questions to the subject of the interview. I ensure I research their career and normally take a peek into their Instagram account to get a glimpse of their life offset. Winging it doesn't work on a podcast. Remember, you want to keep people listening and engaged with your content. Reading through your questions again before the interview, practice speaking them and listen to yourself. Do you have any quirks when you speak that you didn't quite realise, such as taking a big inhale after each question like yours truly? There was many hours spent editing that out. Ensure you have decent mic and headphones. This will limit the amount of time you spend editing out those background noises. When you are interviewing, some questions may get answered in one response, so you should always have some backup questions to ensure you can hit that 30 minutes. Look engaged while the interviewee is talking. It's natural to glance at your questions while you're interviewing. You should get to the place where you know that next question after just one glance. One of the most important lessons I have learned is that the interviewer should not talk more than the interviewee. Let the interviewee speak freely without butting in. No one is here to listen to your opinion. They have tuned in to listen to what the interviewee has to say, and quite right. Make sure the description and title is worded correctly, including your keywords. So some SEO research is a good idea. The thumbnail is equally as important, or if not more important. You may have the best video in the world, but if your thumbnail is not strong enough, then people will not click. So remember, keep your titles short and snappy, and add the keyword in your title and use it again in your description. As for editing, I would highly recommend a professional editing platform, such as Adobe's Premiere Pro. I use it for all of my podcasts. It can be easily uploaded to YouTube too from this. Premiere Pro has some great features to enhance audio, such as this podcast voice, which I've added on, and it can remove annoying background too. Whatever audio editing platform you are using, ensure that it's edited to a very high standard. Nobody will listen to bad audio. Do you need a jingle? Again, once the audience hear this, they will know it's your brand and they'll want to stay tuned. It's best practice to work against a production checklist to ensure that each step of your publishing process has been achieved. So let's talk about branding. The thumbnails and page need to have a distinctive style and theme. So if the audience sees a particular thumbnail, they'll know it's for your podcast and they will click if they have enjoyed your content before. I've recently had a brand expert change up my brand colours and look and feel to the Mighty Dragon, and I can't tell you how much this has boosted my audience volumes, my watch time and the engagement. Good and bad, I must say, it does bring the trolls out. But that's all the fun of podcasting. Thank you for listening.